All right, everyone. Welcome to my very first video on my finance channel, investing channel, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know. But yeah, I want to show you guys my $10,000 Robinhood portfolio and just show you guys what I'm working with right now. Of course, we just experienced pretty big cryptocurrency crash. I know today we're kind of starting to recover. BCH is up 18%. ETC's up 6%. Litecoin's up 6%. The altcoins are making a decent recovery. ETH and BTC are making a slow recovery, but all keep in mind that the altcoins, when Bitcoin and Ethereum drop, the altcoins drop harder. So they're recovering faster, but they also have a lot more money to make back. But you know what? I'm not stressing it. I'm really not stressing it. I'm gonna tell you guys why. But yeah, my $10,000 portfolio. But I'm sure you guys are like, wait a second. It says 4,300. Well, yeah. But when you look at this, when you look at the how much money I actually have in total, it's close to 10,000. I'd say it's something in the ballpark of 9,200, which is not quite 10,000, but it's close enough. I have almost 10 grand invested in this shit. I started my investing journey on February 5th, 2021. Back when everyone was flipping out over Dogecoin, GameStop, all that stuff. I put a decent amount of money. I forget the amount that I put in back then. Like I think it was like, I think I started off with like $5, and then a week later it was $200, and then a month in it was $1,000, and eventually I ended up with like a $2,000 crypto portfolio. I bought Dogecoin at like 35 cents when it was having a big run up, and then it crashed down to 20 cents. I panic sold, and then it went up. I panic sold at a loss at like 20 cents, and then it went up to 75 cents, all-time high, and I hated myself ever since. But yeah, this is my it's been a roller coaster. It really has been a roller coaster. It's mostly been down. Very few times has it been up. May 7th, around like that time was when Ethereum Classic and Dogecoin were having huge runs. And those are the coins that you could see I have the most invested in. And then a few weeks later, it went down pretty hard. But I just kept buying. I just kept buying and buying and buying. It kept going down. I kept buying the dips whenever I could. It went up. Then it went back down. I only had like $1,000 loss, $1,500, which I'm like, that's manageable. I could deal with it. And then it started to get a little bit out of control. Then it was 2,500, almost 3,000. But then it started to go back up, and then it crashed back down to my $3,000 loss. Holy shit! I'm like, god damn. I really have some problems. Like, I'm just investing all this money and losing a shit ton of it. But then there was a glimmer of hope. On March 25th, look at all that money I gained back. In just a couple weeks, I gained back like, what was it? Like $2,000. I'm like, holy shit. So I held. I didn't sell because I'm like, an 11% loss, $1,000 is pretty good. I could cash that out and not lose too much money, not lose too much sleep. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to go out of the market as a loser. I want to win. I want to make some goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take an 11% loss. I'm not even going to take an 11% gain. I'm in it to win it. When I mean win, I mean turn that $9,000 into like 900,000. And I'm only half joking when I say that. I mean, if it was like 90,000 or something like that, I want at least a 10x gain. At least a 10x gain, but a 100x gain is what I really want. I would only consider selling if it got to that point where I was like almost at 100k. But so I just kept holding on, and then what happened after that? And now I'm at where I'm at today. Ouch. down 52%, and yesterday it was down 58%. It was like, I think the biggest loss I've had was like minus 5,500. So it's making a decent comeback, but I imagine it's going to continue. I don't know if it's going to get much lower than this. Like, I don't know if Dogecoin's going to go like to 5 cents and blow. I would like to think that that's not going to happen. I'd really like to think that, but no one really knows. No one really knows how this works, really. It's all a guessing game. I'm just putting money in and hoping that something happens. Realistically, I know that I'm probably mentally ill, probably a little bit retarded, and I probably need some help. But I can't stop dreaming. This is the only way I'm gonna get out of this shitty 9 to 5. I don't even work 9 to 5. I work nights. But, like, just the shitty, typical grind for 40 years and then you die. I don't want to do that. I want my life to be a little bit more than that. So, that's why I'm doing this. It's why I got all that crypto. I even got some penny stocks, which are also not doing very well. But I still have hope. Because even when it crashes down to its lowest of lows, it always goes back up. Always. And the thing about, people are dunking on crypto right now, saying cryptocurrency, it's just proof that the crypto market is worthless because, the crypto has definitely seen the biggest losses. Like, if you're comparing stocks to crypto has definitely lost more. But that being said, all the markets are down right now. Every single market is down. Not just the penny stocks, not just cryptocurrency, but even your blue chip stocks. Everything is down. The market, the S&P, the NASDAQ, everything is down. Okay? So when you put it that way, it's like, like the economy is shit right now. Everything is shit right now. But that doesn't say anything like specific about cryptocurrency. It just means typically when the stock market's down, crypto tanks a lot harder than the stock market. And I know like the whole point of crypto is to kind of like not be tied to the stock market at all, but that's not the way that typical idiot Robinhood investors like me think. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep holding. I'm gonna keep holding on to hope. I think my goal, honestly, like I'm happy about this, by the way, about the crash. I'm not flipping out. I'm not like, oh my god, because I don't view this as a loss. It's only a loss if I sell. That's the only time I lose money is if I sell, and I've done that before. Fucking idiot, selling my Dogecoin when I could have made a lot of money off of that. Even only having like $2,000 in at that point, I could have made a shit ton of money. I could have had like at least $30K at 75 cents, like if I just held on to it. But and also I could have sold and then bought back in at the current prices and ended up making a lot more money because eventually it's going to go back up. But I tend not to beat myself up over stuff like that. It is what it is. The past is the past. We'll look to the future. I think 2024, 2025, I'm going to be a very wealthy man. I really do truly believe that. I'm going to be a wealthy man in 2025. If I just stick with the plan, keep buying the dip. Even if the dip keeps dipping, just keep buying the dip. Keep skinny dipping. Who cares? Just keep dipping. Keep buying those dips. I think I want to have at least 100 ETC, probably more. At these current prices, I'm definitely going to get more than 100, especially if it stays this low. I want 10 BCHs. I have 2 right now, so I'm just dabbling in a little bit. It's, far from my priority list. ETC and Doge are really my 2 big plays. But ETH, regular Ethereum, even though ETC is really the regular Ethereum, but that's a conversation for another day. But Ethereum, I want to have at least 1 whole Ethereum, and right now it's under 2K. It's a really good time for me to do that. I want to have probably like 15 Litecoin. I'm not going to buy a whole Bitcoin. I mean, nah, I don't even know. I'm just going to, buy some Bitcoin here and there. But with Dogecoin, I want 100K Doge. 100K Doge. And just off of that alone, if it goes to $1, I'm gonna have a lot of money. Oh yeah. And then with my penny plays, I want to have like 10,000 Zomedicas, 1,000 AGTCs, but I'm kind of like, I'm really focusing more on the crypto at the moment. Um, I want to buy some other coins, but I don't want to leave Robinhood. And plus the coins that, like a lot of the coins like Shiba Inu, no matter what exchange I use, if I use Coinbase, if I use whatever, I can't, because I live in New York, I can't buy them anyway, so it's like whatever. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Uh, Pretty volatile times, but like just as fast as it crashes down, it just as fast as it crashes, it can go right back up, and we can reach new all-time highs at any moment. You don't know. You don't know. 6 months from now, Bitcoin could be at an all-time high. I'm not saying I think that's gonna happen, but hey, it can happen. Nobody knows. So hey, these bears. I'm actually very bearish right now, but I'm like a bearish bull, in the sense that I want the prices to continue to crash so I can accumulate more, and then sell when it runs up. Because it's the difference between me being able to buy a house and being able to buy a yacht at this point. So I'm taking this opportunity. I'm gonna buy as much cryptocurrency as I possibly can, dumping all my life savings into this shit because I just don't give a fuck. It's this or nothing. That's why it's called YOLO Portfolio, man. This is my YOLO portfolio. I'm dumping all my life savings into this shit because this is really the best shot I have at living an amazing life. I know money isn't everything, but it's a lot of things. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to go for it, even if people think I'm crazy. Even if I'm gonna be broke, like barely being able to afford the basic necessities of life, like electric bills and mortgage and that kind of stuff. But I'm able to pay it. As long as I'm just able to pay for the basic necessities, I'm not gonna treat myself until I have a lot of money. You know what I mean? So yeah, it'll all come in due time. Don't worry, guys. It'll all come in due time. So if you're someone that is experiencing something similar to me, where you're down like 50%, maybe even more, I'd say buy right now. Just buy. And don't think twice. Just buy. Don't think about selling at a loss. You fucking stupid. Don't do that. No. Everything will work out the way it's supposed to. Trust me when I say that.